Hello friends, in this lecture we shall discuss integral equations with convolution type kernels and also the method to find the solution of Volterra type integral equations with the help of the Laplace transform. Now, first I will tell you what is convolution. Let fx and gx be two functions of x, then the convolution of fx and gx be defined as the convolution of fx and gx is equal to the integral from 0 to x fx minus t gt dt. This is also equal to the integral from 0 to x ft gx minus t dt. This is equal to function of x. Here we see that the convolution of fx and gx is a function of x because the upper limit of this integral is x. Now, the convolution theorem for Laplace transform if the Laplace transform of fx is equal to capital Fs and the Laplace transform of gx is equal to capital GS, then the Laplace transform of the convolution of fx and gx is equal to the Laplace transform of the integral from 0 to x ft gx minus t dt. This is equal to the Laplace transform of fx into the Laplace transform of gx. This is equal to capital Fs into capital GS. Now, the convolution theorem for inverse Laplace transform. if inverse Laplace transform of capital Fs is equal to Fx and inverse Laplace transform of Gs is equal to Gx, then the inverse Laplace transform of Fs into Gs is equal to the integral from 0 to x ft gx minus t dt. This is equal to the convolution of fx and gx. Now I will tell you what is integral equations of convolution type. The integral equation in which the kernel kx comma t is a function of the difference x minus t only is known as integral equation of convolution type. Now the second kind Volterra integral equation of the convolution type kernel is yx is equal to fx plus the integral from 0 to x kx minus t yt dt, and the first kind Volterra integral equation of convolution type kernel is fx equal to the integral from 0 to x kx minus t yt dt. Now we discuss the solutions of Volterra integral equations of convolution type by Laplace transform. Consider a Volterra integral equation of first kind with convolution type. Fx is equal to the integral from 0 to x kx minus t yt dt. This equation is denoted by 1. Now applying the Laplace transform to both sides. We get the Laplace transform of fx is equal to the Laplace transform of the integral from 0 to x kx minus t yt dt. This can be written as the Laplace transform of the convolution of kx and yx by the definition of convolution. This is equal to Laplace transform of kx into the Laplace transform of yx. Now let the Laplace transform of fx is equal to capital Fs, Laplace transform of kx is equal to k bar s, Laplace transform of yx is equal to capital Ys. Then we have capital Fs is equal to k bar s into ys. This implies capital Ys is equal to the capital Fs over k bar s. This is denoted by 3. Now applying the inverse Laplace transform to both sides of this equation, we get yx equal to the inverse Laplace transform of fs upon k bar s. This equation is denoted by 4, which is the solution of 1. Now, consider Volterra integral equation of second kind with convolution type yx is equal to fx plus the integral from 0 to x kx minus t yt dt. This equation is denoted by 5. Now applying the Laplace transform to both sides, we have the Laplace transform of yx equal to the Laplace transform of fx plus the Laplace transform of the convolution of kx and yx. This implies ys equal to capital Fs plus k bar s capital Ys, or capital Ys minus k bar s the capital Ys equal to capital Fs. So this implies 1 minus k bar s. Here we take common capital Ys. This is equal to capital Fs. Now this implies capital Ys is equal to capital Fs or 1 minus k bar s. Where k bar s is not equal to 1. This equation is denoted by 6. Now applying the inverse Laplace transform to both sides of this equation, we get yx equal to the inverse Laplace transform of the inverse Laplace transform of Fs upon 1 minus k bar s. This equation is denoted by 7, which is the solution of five. Now we see by an example. Solve the Volterra integral equation of second kind yx is equal to 1 plus the integral from 0 to x sin x minus t yt dt, and verify your answer. Solution. Given integral equation can be written as yx equal to 1 plus the convolution of sin x and yx. Now applying the Laplace transform to both sides, of the given equation 1, we get the Laplace transform of yx is equal to the Laplace transform of 1 plus the Laplace transform of the convolution of sin x and yx. So this is equal to Laplace transform of yx Laplace transform of 1 plus, by convolution theorem, this is equal to Laplace transform of sin x into Laplace transform of yx. Now this equation can be written as 1 minus Laplace transform of sin x Laplace transform of yx is equal to Laplace transform of 1. Here we take common Laplace transform of yx. So we have 1 minus Laplace transform of sin x and Laplace transform of yx equal to Laplace transform of 1. Or this can be written as 1 minus 1 upon s square plus 1 Laplace transform of yx is equal to 1 upon s. Now s square plus 1 minus 1 upon s square plus 1 Laplace transform of yx is equal to 1 upon s. Since the Laplace transform of sin x is equal to 1 upon s square plus 1 and the Laplace transform of 1 is equal to 1 upon s. So this implies s square upon s square plus 1. The Laplace transform of yx is equal to 1 upon s. Now the Laplace transform of yx is equal to s square plus 1 over s cube. Now applying the inverse Laplace transform to both sides of this equation 2. We get yx equal to the inverse Laplace transform of s square plus 1 over s cube. This is equal to the inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s plus 1 upon s cube. This is equal to 1 plus x square over 2 factorial. This is equal to 1 plus x square by 2. Since the inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s की power n plus 1 is equal to x raised to the power n over n factorial. So the inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s equal to 1 and the inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s raised to the power 3 is equal to x square over 2 factorial. So yx is equal to 1 plus x square over 2 is the solution of the given Volterra integral equation 1. Now verification. Take right hand side of the equation 1 is equal to 1 plus the integral from 0 to x sin x minus t yt dt. This is equal to 1 plus the integral from 0 to x sin x minus t 1 plus t square by 2 dt. Here yx is equal to 1 plus x square by 2. So here we have 1 plus t square by 2. This is equal to 1 plus t square by 2 cos x minus t, the limit from 0 to x minus the integral from 0 to x t cos x minus t dt. Here the integration of first function into second function 1 plus t square by 2, take first function and sin x minus t as a second function. So first function, the integration of second function minus the differentiation of first function and the integration of second function. The integral from 0 to x with respect to t. So this is equal to 1 plus 1 plus x square by 2 minus cos x minus t sin x minus t limit from 0 to x plus the integral from 0 to x sin x minus t dt. This is equal to 2 plus x square by 2 minus cos x minus 0 plus cos x minus t 0 to x this is equal to 2 plus x square by 2 minus cos x minus 1 minus cos x. So this is equal to 2 plus x square by 2 minus cos x minus 1 plus cos x, this is equal to 1 plus x square by 2. This is equal to fx equal to left hand side of integral equation 1, hence verified. Now next example, solve the Volterra integral equation of first kind, the integral from 0 to x yt yx minus t dt equal to 16 sin 4x with the help of Laplace transform. Solution: given integral equation can be written as the convolution of yx and yx equal to 16 sin 4x. This equation is denoted by 1. Now applying the Laplace transform, we get the Laplace transform of the convolution of yx and yx is equal to 16 the Laplace transform of sin 4x. By convolution theorem, Laplace transform of yx into Laplace transform of yx is equal to 16 4 upon s square plus 4 square. Since the Laplace transform of sin ax is equal to a over s square plus a square. So this implies the Laplace transform of yx whole square, this is equal to (16) into 4 over s square plus 16. Now Laplace transform of yx is equal to plus minus 8 over s square plus 16. This equation is denoted by 2. Now applying the inverse Laplace transform, we get yx is equal to plus minus 8 the inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon under root s square plus 4 square. This is equal to plus minus 8 j naught 4x. Here j naught 4x is the Bessel function of order 0. So yx is equal to plus minus 8 j naught 4x is the solution of given integral equation. Thank you for your attention.